With ecoscaping, we really did start with the why. And the why is to create a sustainable future. And then we moved on to the how. And the how is we involve people with their food and the land it comes from to raise environmental awareness in the general population. Finally, we designed the what. Ecoscaping would take the effort out of home gardening by offering ready to install beds and as needed maintenance services, combining the roles of a nursery and a landscaping company. Through this, people can have the benefits of a garden, even with a busy schedule. And on top of that, we're taking advantage of unused backyard space that otherwise serves no purpose. Our value proposition to customers is your backyard is worth more than grass. What makes ecoscaping original is the offer of landscaping type services that center around food production and not simply sterile aesthetics. We can apply knowledge of the local weather and soil conditions to choose species that fit, and then show up, diagnose and treat occasional plant diseases, and give the customer an understandable report, thereby saving the day and telling them how to be a hero themselves. Other businesses have touched on some of our features like ready-to-go starter kits for gardens, but none have combined them in the same way. And other farm-in-a-box type providers are specific to other regions or offer at scales too large for homeowners, and none exist in Buffalo yet. As for potential partners, there are landscaping companies. Their equipment and transportation patterns match right onto ours, and we could save on gas and cut emissions by working with them. We're bringing life into neighborhoods to increase well-being, which will inevitably transform our customers into eco-savvy consumers, the dream market of environmental entrepreneurship, which has always struggled with early adopters. By disrupting the convenience cycle of grocery stores with a different form of convenience, we're creating new cycles of connection and self-driven education. We're truly getting at the foundations of sustainability by involving individuals in their food systems. And Buffalo customers will be a highly sought after market for future entrepreneurs. These seeds could transform our local economy. To implement this idea, we actually could start at many scales and offer a plethora of services and products, ranging from occasional servicing of gardens to a full garden install or a full garden sale without an install, as well as esoteric services such as goatscaping or chickenscaping, where animals are brought to properties with portable fencing to mow the lawn better than a traditional gas-powered lawnmower could. The added value from these services comes from turning otherwise useless grass clippings into a consumable product like milk or meat with vastly decreased emissions through the biological machinery of the animal. Our leverage product, though, would be salad bars or installable time-delayed salad garden slabs that would produce fresh greens at different times week after week. Salad is one of those supermarket products that goes bad very quickly, but can be harvested with some flexibility. So backyard access is truly the best option to reduce waste and get fresher food. Grocery stores could not compete with this, and thus the average suburban supermarket shopper is on their way to awareness and better environmental consumer choices. From here, waste in one food area is no longer an unavoidable byproduct of shopping. It's another mission for Ecoscaping to solve. We have narrowed in on a starting scale. To start, we need greenhouses, a truck and trailer, goats and chickens, and land and feed for them, and starting resources like tools and seeds. We'd also need to pay or help out 3 employees to do the deliveries and at-home servicing, run the storefront, and care for the plants in the greenhouse. The costs are highly variable depending on availability and location, but we're asking for $45,000 for a one-time investment plus the cost of payroll. But I personally can work for free until the profits come, and I know others would too. We'd expect to see returns at the start of next summer. We'd market locally in newspapers and Buffalo-centric videos, not depersonalized online ads. We want to keep the branding very local. Word of mouth and Facebook groups would be another angle. Our premium services and local branding would attract a clientele willing to pay for these premium services for the quality of life gains they'd receive. And that brings us to our market, Buffalo, or the Erie Niagara region. It's the perfect place to start this business. We have huge urban sprawl and over 64% home ownership. Our love for good quality food is demonstrated by our restaurants and local supermarket fanaticism. We have the land, the suburbs, and the people. This is possible now and necessary now. People are open to change, but it helps if that change is convenient. We would like to remind people of the eternal reality that their life is mutually dependent on the earth, and they should have a connection to their food and land. Buffalo is the city of good neighbors. So I ask you, do you want to plant a seed in your backyard?